Welcome back to the 2022 Yamaha Australian Off-Road Championship presented by MXstore. We're here in Kinston SE in South Australia for rounds 9 and 10. We're getting to the pointy end of the championship now, and the leaderboard shows Kyron Bacon leading the way in E1, Josh Green in E2, Andy Wilkes in E3, Riley McGillivray in EJ, and Jess Gardner in EW. Racing was thrown a curveball in the form of heavy, unpredictable rainfall and gale-force winds reaching around 90 kilometres per hour. The weather generated huge variables for racing, with tough tracks becoming even tougher. No one came out of the test clean, with tracks producing deep, unyielding ruts, muddy topsoil and plenty of slippery roots and rocks. There was plenty of action to be had in EJ, as Riley McGillivray, Will Dennett and Billy Hargy charged towards the best times. For both rounds 9 and 10, Husqvarna's Hargy took home a well-earned third place, while Yamaha's Dennett claimed second. McGillivray had a fantastic weekend of racing, going home with double the glory, 2 EJ wins.
I struggled a lot with it, to be honest. Just dropped it heaps. Like every test I was almost dropping it once a test, and yeah, I was just lucky to sort of pull it together in the last 2 and got 2 clean ones out of the way to sort of push out and get a few seconds out front. I knew I could be fast enough if I didn't make any mistakes. The EJ class this year is packed. All the boys are pushing every round and it's back and forth every single sprint almost, and even when you come in, the 5 guys behind us are all same class, and yeah, they're pushing for their positions as well.
It was a high-stakes battle in E1 between Corey McMahon and Cooper Shadow for coveted spots on the E1 podium this close to the end of the season. Round 9 saw Shadow place second ahead of McMahon in third, while round 10 flipped the switch with McMahon in second and Shadow in third. Nothing could beat Shop Yamaha off-road racing team's Kyron Bacon though. After consecutive wins sees him continue to lead E1.
I was pretty stoked with my results today. Wasn't really sure where I was going to be at. You know, this sand stuff's not in my kind of favour, I guess. Had some good racing with Andy, which was good. Coming into the last test, there wasn't much in it, so it was good to be pushing each other. Stoked to come away with the outright win, and hopefully we can keep this going into Tassie.
This weekend marked Beta Motorcycles back rider Fraser Higlett's first time on the podium this season, while reigning South Australian state champion Riley Graham seemed comfortable with the troublesome weather. However, even these two seasoned riders just couldn't topple E2 Championship leader Josh Green, who took out first place for both round 9 and 10 while battling serious hand injuries from the ISDE a few weeks prior.
Honestly didn't know how today was going to pan out, so I'm pretty stoked to be up here. I hadn't ridden a bike since France, and my first ride was out on sight lap. I hit my hand a couple of times on some trees. It was pretty bad, and I haven't taken my glove off yet, but I'm sure it won't be too bad. There's a bit of blood on the glove, but my finger wasn't too bad. It's definitely throbbing and it's definitely hurting, but I managed to ride round and get the win, so I'm happy.
New to Enduro and filling in for KTM's Stefan Granqvist for the weekend, Jai Dixon utilised his motocross skill set to his advantage, claiming back-to-back third places in E3. Sherco Factory Racing's Jonty Reinders and Simford Husqvarna's Andy Wilkes fought hard for the top step of the podium. For rounds 9 and 10 though, Reinders had to settle for second place, while Wilkes won another weekend and notched up valuable points heading into the final round in a few weeks' time.
Today was definitely a tough day for me. Definitely noticed I was on the 500. Early on, I think it was helping me a lot. I could just go up a gear, use the bigger engine to get me through all the slippery stuff and through the deep ruts. And yeah, by the end of the day, it was definitely me holding it back, not the bike, that's for sure. So either way, it was a good battle. Me and Kyron were going for the fastest time all day and battling each test. So I think we both had our dramas and it kept the nerves pretty high. But the aim is to try and go after this E3 title, and I'm happy to get another win in that.
Newcomer Taylor Thompson aimed to continue her glory from Mendurin, but the motocross native struggled in the tight, tough and technical tests at Kinston, taking home third for both days in EW. KTM's Emily Carlson continues to protect her second place standing in EW, with back-to-back second places. With 51 round wins under her belt and reaching a massive 100 podiums, Jess Gardner just couldn't be beaten this weekend, with tracks that served her skill set well.
It was definitely a crazy day. The weather's definitely put on a show for us. It's raining one minute, we're going out with a rain jacket, and then it's hot the next. And yeah, it's definitely been a wild day. The track's really good. Obviously there's a few logs out there like Tay said. Had a lot of good battles, not only with the girls but with the guys as well. The track got really rough at the end of the day, so it was good to stay consistent and keep it upright.
That's a wrap here in Kingston Southeast. Next we head to Wynyard, Tasmania for the series finale from October 8th to 9th. In the meantime, stay updated on all news and information by heading to aorc.org.au. Check us out on socials and be sure to follow our official hashtag, OnlyOneRoadOffroad.